Hello, and welcome to Penny for a Tale. I am Spence. You've seen me a lot this week, and this is my once a month one shot. And we are going to be playing a lovely game by These Are Our Games called Hot Guys Making Out. I am your keeper of cards, Spence, and we play a lot of tabletop role-playing games here on the channel. So if you like that kind of thing, if you like hearing us interview game creators, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Or you can follow us on Facebook or YouTube. If you catch the tail end of this video and you want to watch the whole thing, it will be on YouTube in a few days. But without further ado, I would like to introduce my players, starting with, in the role of Gonsalvo, we have Ian.
Hey, I'm Ian. I'm normally streaming over at Fantasticide, but I'm here today because Mitchell and Spence said hot guys making out. I was like, no, how could I ever say no? So yeah, if you like what I have today, then come check us out on Fantasticide. And if you don't, check us out anyways, because, you know, I
mean, they're on our channel on Wednesdays, so you might as well.
Fair, that is true. Okay, here it is. Come check us out, and then stop checking us out, and then I'll be a little sad when the viewer count goes down.
Aww, that's sad. Just check them out anyway.
Should I go over my character?
Sure.
Okay, I am going to be playing Gonsalvo, the quiet, I think now orphan, technically?
Yes.
Who finds himself in a dire straits during World War II France, and we're gonna see how that plays out.
Slight correction, it is 1937 Spain. So
Spain.
just before World War II. This is during the Spanish Civil War.
Ignore me.
So I got it wrong the first time I played too, so no worries. And
You're
next,
shell-shocked. You've been through a lot.
it's true.
I
And
don't even know where I am. What year is it?
the deep, resounding voice of authority is playing our senpai. Go ahead and introduce yourself, David.
Hi, so my name's David South, and I really enjoy being here on the channel. I will be Honore today, and I get what I want.
Exactly. So love me, senpai. And what would this channel be without the melodious tones or intensely creepy tones, depending on what character is playing, of Mitch?
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
I'm ready to get this on. I will be playing Olivier, right? Olivier,
Yep.
the butler of the Honore estate. And as you can see, I have a mustache.
It is very dashing mustache.
Oh yeah, I forgot my glasses. That's my bad.
Well,
I'm just sitting here like, that calling it out was almost redundant. It calls itself out.
Yeah.
I wanted to help it.
Yeah, it works though. And
It doesn't need your help. It's its own mustache.
It needs me as nothing without me.
And finally, the person playing Honore's devoted maid and body servant is me. Hi, I'm Spence. Hang on, let me do my other intro that I normally do. Hi, I'm Spence. I'm a podcaster on a lot of different channels, including this one, and I make audio sound better, and I do this magic thing with fiber arts called crochet, and it's freaking great. And I'm excited to play this game because I suggested it to the channel, and it's
And we are pumped.
and it's romantical. So, yes.
Side note, can we start calling crocheting fibermancy?
Yes.
Yes.
That's so much better.
I wish I had not just finished making new business cards, because I would call myself a fibermancer. And
Oh man,
great.
like my mom just got like 5 times cooler with me saying that, and I don't
Yeah.
know how to feel about it.
I'm
Metal
going to-
hook-based magic.
Metal hook. Fibromancy. No, I'm totally writing this down because when I talk to my business part about that, she's going to be ecstatic. All right. So, to get us in the mood.
Mhm.
In the mood now. Let's see. Let me get to the right page. So, it is Spain, 1937. For nearly a year now, the country has been ravaged by a vicious civil war between the democratically elected Republicans and the rebel fascist forces of Francisco Franco. Even away from the battle lines, the fascists massacred thousands for suspected political deviance, while increasingly radical Republicans execute aristocrats and clergy as collaborators. Buoyed on both sides by a steady stream of foreign arms and foreign soldiers, the war rages on, leaving ruin and sorrow in its wake. Lost in the sea of violence and chaos, Gonsalvo Hidalgo is merely one of thousands orphaned by the war, until one cloudy night when everything changes. A taciturn man in a dark suit arrives at the orphanage in the middle of the night and whisks the young man away to a remote mountain village in the Pyrenees. The car races through the dark mountain roads, crisscrossing through fascists and Republican territories, dodging roadblocks and checkpoints. Pelted by rain and gravel, it finally arrives at a noble house, well kept but ancient. In front of the house stands a beautiful man, his eyes distant, his mouth frowning slightly. Next to him, a maid holds an umbrella to keep the rain off her master's long flowing hair. The driver opens Gonsalvo's door. Somehow, at that moment, the boy understands that he has arrived at his new home. Does he dare give voice to his feelings? In this remote territory, can he find shelter away from the horrors of war? Who is this gorgeous mystery man? And what hidden debt does he owe Gonsalvo's murdered father? So, this game is played with cards, not dice. So we will be, if you decide to play this game at home and you want to know how we're doing it, what we're doing is we are listening to what the other characters are playing. And if those cards are in our hands, we discard it and pull a new card. We have, anytime somebody plays a heart, they are allowed to reveal more about their feelings and do a special action. And each character has a moment of passion type card, which if they play it, so like for my character Maria, if I play a queen, I can use my moment of passion move. All scenes are, everybody's turn is like a panel in a manga or comic book. So we're going to go ahead and start playing, and all scenes start with Gonsalvo. So, Gonsalvo, what is the card you are playing?
I am going to play a 6
Of?
of clubs.
Okay.
So Gonsalvo steps out of the car and clings tightly to Olivier, the only, like, the bastion of strength that he has known thus far in his life. Olivier, is this where I'm going to be staying now?
Well, Master, this is indeed where you'll be staying at. If you look upon the beautiful rooftop, you'll see the age written down, the wonderful ascendance of the family. You will be safe here, I am sure.
Okay, and Honore, what card are you going to play? You are muted, my friend.
I am going to play a 8 of clubs.
Okay. And what action do you take?
So, since every action I take is decisive, Honore walks up and he looks at Gonsalvo. And he says, "Welcome to my home. Please, do come in. It's beginning to rain."
Okay. And Olivier, Maria has run up behind her master, still trying to keep the umbrella over his long, gorgeous hair. Olivier, it is your turn. What card do you play?
Oh man, I am going to play a nine of clubs.
Okay. And what action do you take?
With that, can I add environmental?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think right the moment that Gonsalvo sees Honore, the weather kind of lightens up a little bit and a bit of sparkle of the sunlight pierces through the dark clouds, almost creating a halo upon Honore's face.
And also making him look a bit like an idiot because he just said it was going to rain.
You're never an idiot.
It's fine. You have enough charisma to pull it off.
Yeah.
I'll just shrug.
Just need to own it. Which is what Honore is good at.
Yes. And so for my move, I am going to play the 9 of hearts. And Maria is going to lean into her master, say, "My lord, we had best get inside before any of us catch cold." And she's going to usher everybody inside, or at least out of the rain. All right, and Gonsalvo, it is your turn.
I am going to play the Queen of Diamonds.
Okay, so this counts as an 11.
Yes. And I'm looking around, like, awestruck at how large this house is and how welcoming Honore has seemed so far. And I attempt to walk after Olivier, who's already like started ahead as the group moves in, but I like trip a little and only barely catch myself.
Okay, Honore, what are you playing?
So I have to play a card that is greater, right?
You have to play either a face card or an ace, and if you cannot play any card, then you can pass and give us a detail, frame.
Okay, well, I am going to play a king of clubs.
Ooh, so
Yes.
this is our first moment of passion.
So I'm going to be leading us to the room. Gonsalvo, I see that you are cold. Let me put my jacket on your shoulders as I walk you up, and I'm going to lightly put my hand sort of in the small of your back as I lead you upstairs. I tell Maria and Olivier, it's okay, I'll take care of him. He seems like he's had a very long trip.
Oh, thank you, Olivier. I start shivering as I didn't even realize I was cold, but like Olivier knows me that well.
So that was Honore who did that.
Oh, Honore, right.
Yeah. All right, Olivier.
Names.
I will play.
So you have to play either a face card or an ace, or you can say pass.
I will play a jack.
Of?
Clubs.
Okay. And so what are you going to do in reaction to your master's orders?
So I can, one of my normal actions is I can just describe my thoughts.
Yes.
So as I kind of watch these this budding romance. I look off through the window to the sunlight slowly trickling in, touching the faces of a rose plant that's by it. And I think, he's growing up so much, finding love at long last. But can
Yeah,
he
is.
break the hurt inside him? Will he melt his heart to allow himself to be loved? I guess only time will tell.
I love you so much right now. Olivier is secretly a romantic. Just saying. All right, I am going to play the King of Spades. And for my turn, Maria is going to look after, is going to put the umbrella down and look after Honore with his arm around Gonsalvo and just scowl a little. And then wring out her hair, pat down her apron, and go to the kitchen. All right, Gonsalvo.
Okay. So I'm going to play the Ace of Hearts.
Ooh, the threat is revealed, or is foreshadowed.
Yes. So
you are able to describe my actions.
okay, and you just like walked off into the kitchen, right?
I did.
Okay.
Get that butter knife.
The scariest of all knives.
Yes.
Cut your heart out with a spoon.
So Gonsalvo, will kind of, walk meekly, kind of half following Maria, and over here as she's in the kitchen talking about how that was her master's favorite coat and how it is besmirching its beauty to put it on one such as me. And I'll go and
Absolutely.
hang the coat up where it belongs, meekly. And it'll fall off the coat
It's
rack
really
3
nice,
times
too.
before I do it right.
Yep. Honore.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay,
And
so
The
describe a
detail
small
I'm going
detail.
to add, is that we simply hear the slight sound of glass breaking in the kitchen.
Okay. Olivier,
All right, so
you either play a face card, an ace, or you say pass and add a small detail.
all right, I'll have to pass then. The small detail I add, I think that there is a dove that it's made its home on the upper echelons of the foyer, and as this kind of chaos is happening, you can hear a small coo from it as well as a little bit of coos from its babies.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay, and I will also pass. And so we know that Gonsalvo was kind of peeking around the corner into the kitchen. And right after the glass smashes, Honore looks around the corner and sees Maria picking up the pieces, and a little bit of blood is dripped on the ground. Gonsalvo, you get one more try. Can you play anything?
Yes, I can. I got a King of Diamonds.
All right.
And I'm going to start stuttering and stammering. I'm not good with blood. Oh, sorry, let me go help. I'll just go get Honore, and I just kind of trip over myself as I go try and run towards the first aid kit that I don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Honore, can you play anything?
No, and I'm going to pass.
All right. Add a small detail.
you can see that the glass, it's spread a little bit further than you were expecting. And Gonsalvo, you prick your finger as you're trying to perhaps pick a little bit of it up or help her or something like that. And now your finger is bleeding as well.
And Olivier.
Passing, so the small environment that I will put in. Just as that little prick of the finger, the grandfather clock we have chimes, telling of the hour and maybe of some other momentous occasion.
That is gothic as hell.
And then for me, I also pass, and I say that Gonsalvo sees a handkerchief that has been left on the counter with the initial H on it, and grabs it and wraps his injured finger on it. And Gonsalvo, can you play anything else?
Nope. That is
All
it.
right. You give one more small detail, and then we will get ready for the next scene.
Maria will look, her eyes will linger for just a second longer than is natural on this handkerchief as Gonsalvo wraps it around his finger.
Okay.
And now we shuffle our cards back in, right?
Yes.
Except for the ace, not the
Yes.
ace.
Roger.
Now is probably a good time to take it out of the deck if you
Which
Yep.
ace was it?
Ace of Hearts.
are not me.
So now that we have our feet under us a little bit with regards to this game, what are we thinking so far?
Well,
Are
I'm
we
getting
like how
hot.
it's playing it?
I'm getting hot and bothered here.
You like the sight of blood, I get it. So the only cards that you're not shuffling back in are the cards that are still in your hand.
Yeah,
Once
at
they've
first, I'm assuming that at first Gonsalvo shivered because it was cold when he got the coat,
been- Mhm.
but then after a second he realized that it was because of Honore being so
Aw,
close.
The
so
spark.
close. All right, so while we are shuffling, what do we want the next scene to start with? We get to decide this as a group.
Hmm.
How
Maybe
do we
breakfast
want
the
to do
next
this? Just
day?
toss ideas out?
Sure. Yeah, we toss ideals out. So breakfast the next day is what David said. Anything else?
I mean, I was going
Or-
to suggest tea time, so that's, yeah, same thing.
Tennis.
Okay, so when multiple ideas are suggested, the one that takes place earliest in the timeline would be the one that
So the
that we
6
take.
a.m. tennis, right? That's a normal thing.
Yeah, you bring someone over to
Ah,
your
yes.
place, and then you immediately wake them up for tennis. Orphans are
I mean-
notoriously great at tennis.
I mean, Gonsalvo's pretty into tennis. He's actually a high school prodigy at tennis.
Yeah.
So one of you said tea time. Is it tea time that day or tea time the next day?
Oh, let's just do breakfast.
All right, so
It's kind of the
breakfast.
same scene.
I have no idea what
breakfast the
tea
next
time is.
day. Tea time is like is in between lunch and dinner.
Okay.
Anyway, so setting up the scene, the dining room is unabashedly large, and there is a huge long table between Gonsalvo on one end and Honore in the other, and Maria and Olivier are bustling out the eggs, the ham. Butter is a little restricted, but there is a dish of butter at this time, and toast. And so, as always, we start with Honore. No, I'm sorry, Gonsalvo. So, Gonsalvo, what is the first card that you are playing?
The first card I'm playing is a 6 of spades.
Okay.
And I'm looking around this just huge dining room, and I'm wondering to myself if maybe I'm causing an imposition on poor Honore. I don't want to be trouble, so I ask, so it is fine if I stay here, right?
Of course, I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, Honore, it is your turn. What is your card?
Does it have to be greater or can it be equal to the card?
It can be equal or greater.
And it was
so
a 3,
six,
right?
A 6.
A 6. Okay. I'm going to play a 7 of diamonds.
Okay. And what do you do?
Maria, you're late. Please bring out the plate. It should be ready by now. You've been behind all day, and I'm very disappointed.
Oof. Oof.
Yes, my lord. And
Thank you.
I go and I get something. Olivier,
I'm
what are you playing?
gonna play the 9 of spades.
Okay.
And as Maria heads back to the kitchen, I place a hand upon her shoulder, and I say, Maria, do not trouble yourself with this. I'll handle it myself. Go back out there and tend to these young hearts. They need to see something beautiful. And I think my lord Honore, he needs to see that in order for the winter to finally end. And I will just place both my hands on her cheeks and just like affectionately kiss her on the forehead. And then I whisk myself away.
We're getting a side romance over here.
It's platonic. It's more family. As I whisk myself away to the kitchen.
It always starts with them saying it's platonic.
Is it really Honore who?
I think we need a sequel to this one where we see
Dude.
them and what happens there.
So I'm gonna play a 10 of clubs. And bewildered by Olivier's statement that I am beautiful, first of all. And secondly, looking at the room, I say something beautiful. And I go and I open up one of the windows to let the light in, because it's now sun shining as opposed to it being all rainy, and the light comes in and seems to put a spotlight on both Honore and Gonsalvo.
Oh.
And that is my turn, Gonsalvo.
Okay. I'm going to play the 10 of spades.
Ooh.
These cards really are on brand with this. Just
Oh
saying.
yeah, so thematic.
Hot.
Get emotional whiplash looking at the scene and then looking down at my cards. So,
Okay.
okay, so I'm going to have noticed that Honore said some harsh words towards Maria, and I'll initially be caught off guard by this relative brusqueness with his maid. But then when I look into Honore's eyes and I realize that really this is just because he cares so much and he wants her to live her best life as his servant.
All right, Honore, what are you playing?
We were on 10s, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play a jack of diamonds.
Okay.
Maria, why are you opening up the blinds? We need our food. You haven't brought the food in yet, and I am beginning to get angry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Gonsalvo. She does this sometimes. Perhaps Olivier, will you go get it instead?
Olivier's already gone. BT Dubs. He's gone to the kitchen and left Maria.
I still call that out, even though I know Olivier probably can't hear me. Because it's not for their listening.
Okay.
And
Olivier.
I'm just gonna kind of cough, and we have that awkward silence.
Is there a threat?
Apparently.
'Cause I gotta-
Olivier, what card are you playing?
I got a Joker or a Jack, and I'm trying to figure out which one I should use.
Well, you can de-escalate a threat with a Joker, or you can use a Jack and save the Joker for later in the scene.
Nah, I never save anything for anything.
Okay. So
I'm gonna play the Joker.
all right, so you can either eliminate a threat or de-escalate the threat.
So Olivier comes out with the cheesy biscuits from so-called restaurant of the Redo Lobstero. Fresh and beautiful with melted butter on top of it. He places it upon the table and he looks at his master, Honoré, and with a hand slaps him in the face.
You dare!
Oh!
Honoré.
Oh, snap.
This is not like you. Your heart blooms. Do not let it turn to stone. This insecurity you have, this is just from your past. And he kind of walks over to the window and looks out. I knew your father and your mother, and they would have wanted you to live life filled with love and
You
rapture.
dare bring them up!
I do, Lord. I do. There's a single tear running down my face as I look out towards the sun.
Oh my god!
I
Olivier is
do.
Okay.
I will fall into a
I have
stunned
to-
silence.
Okay, so it's my turn, so I have to pass because that all escalated quickly. And so you will see there as Olivier is looking outside, a mourning dove comes to the window and starts and another one comes to join it, and they do that little head thing where they put their necks together, and it's really cute.
In like really weird contrast to the tense scene that just happened.
Yep.
Nice.
All trying to like calm everybody down. Anyway, Gonsalvo,
Okay.
what
I'm
do
going
you
to play the Jack of Clubs.
do? You get to do something decisive.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm watching this whole scene unfold between Olivier, the like only thing that I know in this place, and Honoré, this beautiful stranger, and I realize that he's not telling Maria off because he's a bad man. He has so much hurt in him. He's so troubled. So I stand up in an instant from the table. Like I do it so quickly that I like knock over a glass filled with like orange juice. And I
Oh my
say,
word.
"Let me help you. How can I heal you?"
Wow. Hey, Honore, what do you do?
So I don't have any cards that are high enough, so I'm going to pass. And the color is like it drains from his cheeks, leaving only the slap mark. Like that's the only red on his face. You can see that, like for once, he doesn't know what to do.
Hey, Olivier. Yes. No, you have to discard that one and draw something else because that was already played this round. What did you get? You can play the ace. What? It's the ace of what? Okay. So ace the second ace played, the threat is clearly apparent and can directly menace one character. So
Which ace is it?
it's the ace of spades.
Okay.
So how does the threat make itself known. You can describe something that I'm doing since I'm the threat. Okay. But how does that make it apparent to everybody else in the scene? In the middle of the giant table.
What is this? Tell me the meaning of this.
Okay, and it is my turn. And I have to pass. So, I think Honore would put his hand in his waistcoat pocket and find something very sharp in there, or something that feels like paper, and he opens it and it says, "I'm sorry."
Is this in your handwriting?
Yes.
I say, when did you put... How?
All right, Gonsalvo, it's your turn. What do you
Okay.
play? Can you play?
Yes. I'm going to play the Queen of Clubs.
Ooh.
And so, just to like summarize, to make sure I understand what's going on. So Maria just like put down this locket that is Honore's locket, right?
It's
Like
Honore's
fathers.
Honore's family is inside the locket, and there is a note on. There's a picture of Honore's parents on one side and a note on the other that says "Show him love."
I'm going to, at my sudden outburst earlier, suddenly become flustered. This is so unlike me. I must be like alienating myself from my beautiful new host, and I would never want to do that. So I just like take a couple steps back from my position and like standing up and just like topple back over my chair and like flip backwards,
Oh my
knocking
goodness,
the
are you
table
okay?
like up for a second. Oh, ow.
I hope you're
Oh.
unharmed.
All right, Honore, can you play anything?
I cannot.
So then you pass and list a small detail.
I think that you end up spilling like a pitcher of water on yourself, Gonsalvo, and we can sort of see the outline of your probably fairly toned chest through your white shirt.
Ooh. Okay, Olivier, can you play anything?
I cannot. So.
Did you fix the audio?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I
good.
just muted myself accidentally. I'm sorry. Looking out, everyone can see the family seal on the back of the letter of the Honore family, as well as some other words that you can't quite make out
On the locket itself?
on the letter.
Which letter?
So
what
there was
letter?
a letter that fell out of the locket.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty big locket then.
Oh yeah, you know anime.
very
It's always
small
like
letter.
yeah, like
All right, and then
Locket of holding.
yes, locket
Yeah,
of
who doesn't
holding.
have that, right?
Were you able to play a card? No.
No.
Okay. I am also going to pass, and I am going to say that um, Maria turns toward the kitchen, gripping a knife that she has hidden in her apron.
What kind of knife will you describe it?
Little pocket knife.
Okay.
Not a butter knife. All right, Gonsalvo, can you play anything?
No, I cannot. And
Alright.
as a result, I'm going to pass. My little detail is that a quiet has fallen over the whole scene, and there's just like the drip, drip, dripping of like the water spilled or the juice spilled earlier onto the floor.
Nice. Okay, and that was because you had passed as
Mhm.
well, Honore,
That's
right?
4.
All right, so again, shuffle any cards that you had played.
Oh, yeah.
And we have the Ace of Hearts and the Ace of Clubs out, right?
Correct. And if you did pass, you know you're supposed to discard a card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I just want to make sure because I
Yep.
forgot.
What's the purpose of discarding a card?
So
Oh,
that
right.
you can get a better card in your hand so that you may be able to play later on.
The next
Got
round.
it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But
Yeah, I
that's fine.
did too. And I just did the 52 card pickup thing, which is great, except I caught them all. Okay. All right, so what do we want this next scene to be?
I mean, I'm digging tennis.
All right, so do we already
Yeah.
want tennis?
Hot
All
I could
right.
I could be
blistering
teaching
tennis.
Gonsalvo tennis.
Okay. All right. So
Maybe playing against Maria and Olivier.
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, suckers. All right. Sorry.
And then we get like the anime sports competition in here,
Yeah.
where it's like they put way too much emphasis on it.
Yeah. Sports are important, man.
They're not
All right.
panting like I would be.
Okay. Gonsalvo.
Okay,
Let's
sorry,
do-
I'm still.
Oh, you're still shuffling?
I am
Okay.
done now, though. So
Great.
I
So
will-
draw back up to your 5 cards in your hand.
yep. And I'm going to play a 3 of hearts. And
So you get to do special stuff with hearts. Talk
What's
about
that?
your feelings.
oh, isn't that like all I do?
Well, you're just not very decisive.
Yes, you get to succeed at something.
So basically, yeah, you get to succeed at something, or you get to act decisively.
Okay.
Yeah, it's me. I get to talk about my feelings on a heart,
Yeah.
which has not happened yet.
So
You have none.
I basically don't.
Gonsalvo admitted off screen earlier that he doesn't know how to play tennis to Honore. So, Honore is trying to teach Gonsalvo how to play tennis, and Gonsalvo finally successfully hits the ball, and he's just like so happy that he doesn't notice when the ball comes flying back at him and hits him in the chest.
Oh no!
Did you see it? I did it.
That was truly your form is spectacular. Let me say. You gotta kind of watch for the blowback, but I think you'll be okay in the future. That's exactly how you do it. Now let's show these fools how to play tennis.
Oh dear. Honore, what are you playing?
What was the last one? What was
Oh
the
yeah.
card?
What was the card that
3
you
of
played?
hearts.
3 of
3 of hearts. All right, I am gonna play a 4 of diamonds,
Okay.
and I am going to begin just playing a brutal game of tennis. Like, I am quite good at tennis, and you just sort of see me barely breaking a sweat, just like smacking it all around. And pretty soon, our team is quickly getting a lot of points.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
also calling out all the tennis terms of like for love and all that.
Goal unit.
Olivier,
Can I do
What-
the 4 of clubs, or does it have to be one
you
step
can.
over? All right, so I
You-
will play
yeah.
the 4 of clubs. Olivier has been ensuring that Honore has been having a good game. He places a towel upon his broad shoulders. His shirt is off with the sweat kind of glistening. You can see scars all over his chest from the past wars, as well
You're
as
not helping with the subship here.
as well as one large one on the side, as he just kind of pats down his sweaty chest. As he continues to kind of
This is who we're describing right now?
Olivier.
Olivier.
I do think we're gonna need a sequel episode.
And he has an idea, and he spikes the tennis ball thing.
We know nothing about sports.
Yeah, what is that? Back towards Gonzalez, hitting him right in the knee.
Gonzalvo, are you okay?
Ah!
Okay.
And Olivia's
Eh.
like, I am sorry. I shouldn't have.
I glare.
Forgive me, master. I did not mean.
So I play the 5 of spades. And Maria, I will calmly, I will smile at Olivier, and then I will go to the side of the tennis court and get, and I go into the ice box and get a little bit of ice, wrap it in my towel, and hand it to Honore. And say, Master, for his knee.
Absolutely, and I take it and begin applying it to Gonzalvo.
Based
Great.
on that breakfast earlier, you might say they have an icy relationship.
Boom.
Initiative, let's go.
Play a joker. Olivier can take possibly deadly action.
Oh, poor Maria.
Hey, I was being nice at this point. Anyway,
I mean, not nice enough to hand the ice to Gonzalvo specifically.
I'm not gonna touch you.
I would not be very happy with that.
Yeah.
She begins to
Seriously.
delicately dress your wounds.
Oh, I should have done that. Anyway, Gonzalvo, what are you playing?
I am playing a.
So last thing
You
that
know
was
what?
played was a 5.
Yeah, no. I have to pick between a card that's a heart and a card that's higher than the heart. And I want to fail this, so I'm going to go with the heart and fail anyways.
Yeah.
What number?
It is a 9 of hearts.
Okay. So you can take decisive or bold action.
And I'm going to forgo that opportunity. Well, okay, I'm going to semi-forgo that opportunity. I'm going to be like, no, it's fine. While I'm holding my knee where I got hit by the ball, and you can see just like a single tear drip down my brave face.
Seem to be taking it well.
I'm saying no, but my eyes say yes.
Shattered his knee. I got
There's
you.
an X-ray of his knee, and the kneecap is
Yeah, it's like
cracks.
And here's the real reason why Gonzalvo and Olivier will never work.
Because I shattered knees, yo.
So is it canon that your knee is actually injured?
Yes,
It is now canon.
I love it.
I will be limping for the rest of this game.
Hell yeah.
Maybe the rest of the life. We should get him a cane.
I hope you'll be there to support me, Honore.
Honore, what are you playing?
We were on 9s, right?
Yes.
Well, it looks like I can pass, right? I can,
You can.
even if I can play a card,
Yeah.
I'm going to do so.
And then you discard a card.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna say that your knee it begins to like really turn purple, like
Ooh.
and get swollen and painful, and you're clearly still moving around on it and are like very trying to look tough, but everybody can see that you're doing this at the cost of your own.
Oh man, is this when we still need to like amputate minor wounds?
Let me go get the butter knife.
Are we going to move from like one subgenre of sexuality into another?
Okay. Olivier, what are you playing?
The Jack of Hearts.
Ooh, so you get to, let's see. You get to offer support through this confrontation.
I am going to, as the sun beats down on my well-toned body, get down on my knees behind Honore and move my hands across his arms as I kind of ghost the movie style, get him to pick up some ice and place it upon the knee of Gonzalez.
I was already
Oh, boy.
doing so, but thank you. All right, this
I'm
is
like,
great. You're right
Honor,
behind me. This is
Master,
Oh, boy.
like this.
Oh boy, is it getting hot in here?
And like you feel my breath up on the back of your neck. Like you have to place it in this crack right here on the edge. That's where it hurts the most, where the swelling.
Thank
can
you.
cease.
Duly noted.
Okay, so I am going to play the Queen of Spades.
Ooh, that's
That's
Special
my
card.
special card.
I'm
Or
helping.
not spades, clubs. And so I am going to pull Olivier up away from my master and say to him
I like look at you and thanks.
and say to him, "You are not helping." And just pull him along and say, "Let's go get a cane and some water for the masters."
You're right, Maria. It's just when I see that young man.
And just
opportunity.
keep walking, handsome. Let's go.
Monologue as you walk away.
All right,
man.
Gonsalvo.
I have so many beautiful options in front of me. This is a wonderful scene. I'm a little sad that we had to stop short of building the Devil's Pyramid, but like, whatever.
Aw, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to lay the Ace of Clubs. I'll show that to the
Ooh.
camera right there.
Here we go. Nice zombie
Okay.
ace of clubs.
It's getting hot.
And
So that means that the threat is openly hostile and may harm one character and menace all characters.
okay.
I'm walking away with Olivier, trying
You know
to
that-
get him to not be so helpful. So extra.
Okay, so you're gonna like drag him away like backwards, just out of earshot, and say like, "Why don't you join me in the parlor for a sec while they get this sorted out?" And then you two go into the parlor, and you take out your pocket knife from earlier,
From my apron.
and feign tripping into Olivier and just plunge the knife into like his back quarter. Not fatal,
Mhm.
not fatal,
Yeah,
but
nice
like
and dramatic.
it's in there.
Oh, I was gonna bone him.
There's still time.
Still
I
time.
mean,
pretty
you
chill.
did, just not in that way.
Debone him
The
almost.
penetration. It's real.
All right, so
Oh man.
this is
okay,
perfect
okay.
because I am gonna play a King of Hearts.
Ooh.
So while this scene is happening, while we hear his scream, Olivier scream out.
Well, does Olivier scream?
You just got stabbed in the ass. What do you do?
Ah!
there you go.
Ah!
Not
An
the one I wanted.
Oscar-winning performance. That is when I say, I'm glad that I finally got you alone. Gonsalvo, I know I'm not always good at showing what I feel, but I feel a lot for you, and I try to keep speaking, but I sort of get caught up in my own words, and then as you like are trying to stand up with your injured leg, I just sort of lightly push you against the wall and kiss you.
Aww.
And the camera, like as we're watching this, it like keeps flickering back to like the stabbing scene, and so we're getting this really interesting contrast
Right
as,
on
like,
my-
both of those are happening simultaneously.
My ass.
Oh man, Gonsalvo's going to just like blush furiously and just like let out a little as their hot lips touch.
Oh my god, that's freaking great. I am relating my character and Olivier's character to characters from Fairy Tale. Olivier's character is the leader of Blue Pegasus, where he's like, manly man. I am the lover of all things. And then my character is Virgo, who is like a maid who is super strong and just like will do anything that's kind of BDSM and will also punch things, but like totally innocently. So, anyway, I'm sorry. So you just got
been
made out
stabbed.
with. You've just been stabbed, Olivier. Can you play anything?
No. So I will
so
add.
you pass.
Yeah, I pass and add a small detail.
Mhm.
As I as Olivier falls forward, the blood pouring from his back, a picture, it's hand drawn with pencil, falls out of his coat pocket, and it's of Maria, but now has blood all over it. That's it.
The plot thickens. As does your blood, I guess.
I'm not muted. I'm just like mouthing terrible things. Okay, I also have to pass. So I will say that Maria goes, what have I done? And puts pressure on Olivier's backside. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's my...
like it's his bum.
Yeah, I'm just here to make you stab people and then walk away. Not my problem to deal with.
All right.
I'm just here to make out with hot guys.
Yeah. So, Gonsalvo.
Yeah, I have the Jack of Hearts.
Ooh.
I am drawing like fire today.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm going to push Honore away with, like, my heart's pounding in my chest. This is just so intense, and I'm going to put my finger to his lips as he's saying so many stupid things about how he's hurt inside, and I'll say, don't worry, you don't need to say a thing. We can figure it out together.
Aww.
It's beautiful. And at that moment, since I have nothing to play, I'm going to discard. And like that's the moment when like beautiful swelling music begins to play as we just like see like blood dripping on the floor
Oh no.
inside
Like-
the house.
Do we have background music for the stream?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Make it
man, I'm gonna have
romantic.
to rewatch this.
Okay, Olivier, if you were passing, this is the last bit before we
Yeah.
end
Um,
the scene.
And in a pass, can I say anything, or is it just?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can because I said I'm sorry. So
I kind of look at you. You were my greatest adventure.
Oh, they have history? Oh.
no, we don't
This got good.
yet.
That's
Okay.
it.
Okay,
So is he dead, or do we just think he's dead?
I think he's being a drama queen.
So you're like looking at him, you're like, you're clearly not. Like I can see you
I
breathing.
stabbed you in the ass.
It's my asset. I need it.
All right, let's shuffle our
I
cards.
need that ass.
friends. That ass.
Which aces are out now?
Everything except diamonds. All right.
Yeah, Maria's stabbing that knife deep into Olivier's ass, and the entire chat is just like super jealous. Why not me?
I want to get stabbed in the ass.
All right. All right, Gonsalvo. Have you finished
We've-
shuffling?
We have to decide a scene.
Oh yes, we do have to decide a scene. So what do we want the scene to be?
Hospital, shattered
Yeah, actually, I was
knee.
thinking hospital
And-
too.
But
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and Gonsalvo and Olivier are side by side, and Maria is on Olivier's side, and Honore is in the middle, like in a chair in the middle.
I like that. Yeah, and that makes sense. I'm a little bit more standoffish.
Oh, so you're like you're not in the middle? Or
I was
are
thinking
you-
like sitting behind you guys while you two were like right by the bed.
Well, no, because me and Olivier and Gonsalvo would both be in the beds because Olivier needs stitches.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't think about both of them being in the hospital.
And then Gonsalvo has the
Yeah.
knee injury.
Okay, I
I
like
work
that.
out. I shattered his knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, does that sound good to everybody?
Sure.
Yes.
What?
They're in like completely different wards, but still put in the same room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is Civil War time, so like all the patients recovering are in the same room.
They're like
And it's
butt
more
injury
cinematic that
there.
way.
Huh?
Butt injury over there.
Well, it's all the same household too. So, okay. So, which side are you standing on, Honore?
I'm definitely going to be standing, well, probably in between the two of them, sort of like
Okay.
feeling bad and trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Ooh, honorary
I-
sandwich.
I will be on Olivier's side of the bed. All right. And holding the picture that he dropped. Okay, Gonsalvo, what are you playing?
I am playing a 6 of clubs. So I'll just be sitting there, kind of like giving my internal monologue voice. Just like, oh man, I didn't realize it was this bad. Am I going to be okay? Is Olivia going to be okay? Are they going to have to amputate?
The butt?
Yep, they're going to have to amputate Olivia's ass.
I'm so worried. Maybe this part isn't said out loud. I just need some big, strong man to come with me.
Oh
Mm.
my god. Okay.
Mm.
Honore.
So the last one was a 6, right?
Yes, 6 of clubs.
So I want to play a 7 of spades.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, this is preposterous. There should be doctors or something in here. Tell me what happened. Olivier, I need to know.
Okay. Olivier. What do you play?
What was the last card?
7 of spades.
I will do 7 of diamonds.
Okay. Go ahead.
Master, I merely fell down. It was careless of me, I know. But,
Oh.
You fell down on a knife
yes,
with it pointed up,
I was doing dishes.
impaling you. Why was there a knife on the floor?
It was clumsy, I know, but
Very dangerous.
ever since the war, my hands have been shaking.
I'm so worried. They weren't shaking when you broke his knee.
They only calm
Bluff
down
score.
in battle.
1.
Oh my god. You guys
I'm
are
sorry,
so
Honore. Will you ever forgive me for hurting my own ass?
You might say he's not heard about it.
Can't wear those assless chaps anymore.
Aw.
I think that's the only thing you can wear for a while.
Okay, and so I'm gonna play a 9 of clubs, and say, well, I mean, men with scars are also quite attractive. And I will pat his hand.
Yeah. And for some reason, like, Olivia doesn't have his shirt on. There's some bandages.
Naturally.
But,
Yeah.
like, yeah. Just...
Yeah.
I feel like everyone else is from like a romantic anime or something, and then you're just
Oh, yeah.
from like an action anime, like a
He's-
battle anime.
He's
You're animated differently than everybody else.
so in Full Metal Alchemist,
Mhm.
Yes.
you know the big guy who's
Mhm,
like
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's Armstrong. He's like, I love you so much, and everybody's like, you're breaking me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, literally, he broke me.
The tennis ball.
Alrighty, Gonzalo, what are you playing?
Okay, I'm going to be playing the 9 of spades.
Ooh.
And I'm going to let's see. So they're having their own like side thing over there, and Gonsalvo's just going to look on like almost jealously as everybody's focusing on Olivier, and he wants the attention of Honore.
Aww. Gonsalvo becomes his own threat. Awesome. Honore, what do you play?
We were on 9s, right?
Correct.
I play a 10 of spades,
Okay.
and I sort of like pick up your chart, and I say, I used to be a doctor. I know how to read these things. I sort of like go through and I begin like fine tuning your dials, and you got like different things hooked up to you.
Remember, it's 1937.
Still, they have charts, and they know how to do a basic IV.
Yeah,
Doctors.
but the
And so
idea
there's
is
one of those.
glass.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm just gonna like take a little bit of whiskey and like put it in there. Like this will make you bright as rain, and you're gonna begin to feel pretty drunk soon.
Honore accidentally kills Gonzalo. Olivier.
He's a big tough man. He can help.
So I got a 10 of clubs.
Ooh, what are you gonna do?
Oh crap. Good question. Oh man. I'm going to reach out and kind of intertwine my fingers with Maria's, and I take off my sunglasses.
Because of course you're wearing sunglasses in a hospital ward.
Yep. Maria, I forgive you.
What?
I played the 10 of hearts. And a tear falls down my cheek, and I pick up Olivier's hand and I kiss the back of his hand and just put my head down on his hands and say thank you. I think this threat is resolved, but we can totally still keep playing. Because now Maria has no reason to be jealous of Gonsalvo.
I solved the threat.
You totally de-escalated the threat.
We could end on like a super ominous note as like
Oh yeah.
you begin to think about something.
But let's see how the rest of this scene
And the
plays
Republicans knock at the door, or the fascists, whichever one are the bad ones.
out.
Fascists
I should
are
be
always
able to
the
figure
bad
this
ones.
out pretty easily.
The fascists turn into the Nazis, so. But we can keep playing for a bit because we've only been playing for a little over an hour.
Yeah, an hour 20.
So Gonsalvo, what do you play?
Okay.
Drinking that whiskey in your veins.
Oh, making him bolder.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, I put down the Jack of Hearts. I don't know how I keep on drawing well, guys. Why can't I have this luck when I'm playing Magic?
I don't know.
It's awful. Okay.
It's wonderful, don't lie.
Okay, so I'm going to, emboldened by the whiskey coursing through my veins, kind of like swing my legs over the edge of the bed and kind of shakily stand up and put my arms around Honore, who's still like busying himself trying to tend to me, and say, "You can stop. I'm just happy to have you here."
All right. Honore.
What number are we on?
10s.
11s? We're on 11s.
Well, that would be face cards. Yeah, you're right, because you did a Jack of Hearts, and I didn't write it down. There you go.
Oops.
Then I'm gonna play Queen of Hearts.
Ooh.
And for a moment, this is like the second moment where I don't exactly know what to say. There's like this moment, and I sort of like turn away and look into the middle distance, and you just like hear like my narration of, "I don't know what to do. I think I love this boy."
Oh no, William Shatner arrived.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And I imagine that you gently put your hand over his, because he's like hugging you from behind, and so you put your hand over his.
Yeah, like very stiffly at first, and like gradually.
Olivier, what do you play here on face cards?
The Jack of Diamonds.
Okay. What do you do?
So Olivier will get up, place a hand upon Maria's shoulder, get up from the bed, and go.
But your stitches.
No. Tears
Do not hurt yourself.
the blinds open and looks back at Maria. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words
I'm dead.
how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. That's what he'll do.
I'm gonna play the King of Hearts. Because that's what I've got. And I am going to do a scene-ending thing. Because I'm smart. And just as that at that moment, when Olivier turns away from the blinds, they're open to the courtyard, and in the courtyard, Honore can see his old lover wearing a tan suit and a red, black and white swastika on his arm.
I was about to say I do like a man in a suit, but not that suit.
Dun dun dun!
Dun, dun.
Nice.
Yay, we win hot guys making out.
Yeah! Did you guys like the game?
That was really fun, and I want to play that again.
I know, right? I could play that all day, every
That
day.
was really, really fun.
Yes. In person is gonna be even better.
That is the downside, is like, I would be like, doing at least some of the physical actions of Gonsalvo, but I
Yeah.
can't.
Now, when you say
know.
some of the
Hold my
physical
webcam.
actions of Gonsalvo, what exactly does that entail?
Oh, he'd make
I just
out
wanted to
with
know
you.
what
Oh, yeah,
rating
yeah.
we're gonna be.
Like, I would shatter his knees.
And I would stab you in the ass.
Yeah.
Great.
Just gonna anticipate that at the next con.
So, thank you everybody for watching. I want to give everybody a chance to go around and pimp their stuff. So, Ian, where can
Yes.
people find you?
Pimping
on
my
the
stuff.
internet? Yes, please.
Yes. So once again, I'm from Fantasticide. We do a stream every Wednesday called How Not to End the World. It is a story of unnameable horrors and young love's bright flame. It's very beautiful and touching, and you should go watch it tomorrow, 5:30 PST.
Which is
we
about
also
8:30 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have our whole backlog on YouTube. You can either search for us or just like fantasticide.net/YouTube goes straight there. So do that.
Very nice, David.
Stuff pimped.
My name's David South, and I run a small blog, somniacdelusions.wordpress.com. It's in the chat now. And happy to be here. Hope to be here for the next one.
Yay, Mitchell.
So as
your
Olivier
stuff.
types on the computer, he types in "penny for a tale" for everyone
And talks
to...
about himself in the third person.
Exactly. And everyone
forget.
should go to Penny for a Tale to look at updated schedules. Also, our Facebook, where you can check out all of our cool stuff. And of course, Fantasticide will also be streamed on this channel tomorrow. And next week, Sunday, we are continuing on with Age of Ashes, Part 3. As well as some amazing other stuff that's on the horizon. But if you want to stay fresh and hip, definitely just check out our website or our Facebook.
Quick clarification, when did you say Age of Ashes was?
It is not, because Lasers and Feelings is Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Lasers and Feelings is such a good game.
Oh yeah.
So-
I have an outfit. I'm not going to spoil it. It involves a wig and some other very excellent stuff.
Yes.
Um,
So if you like lasers and feelings
and the
Star
kicking
Trek.
soundtrack.
and a kicking soundtrack, check it out.
Perfect.
But yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine's time. Spence, why don't you kick it off with some explosions?
Also, you can see me if you are watching this in real time. Next weekend, I am going to be at TotalCon. I have 4 seats open for this very game. So if you are going to TotalCon and you want to play this game, come see
I wish I could be at every
me.
game playing the same character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going to TotalCon next weekend, so you will see me there, which means I will not be on here. If you have audiobooks and you would like some help doing QC or editing, find me at resonantmoon.com. And I also have another gaming podcast called Game School over at tsrpn.com. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.